Hi, Alex. Well, hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Real Estate Straight Talk. Today, my guest is Alex Henry. He is with Stewart Title, and we're going to talk to him a little bit and getting to know him and get to know a little bit what he does. And I mean, he's a really, really nice person, and I like working with him. So, anyways, I guess just introduce yourself a little bit and tell us a little bit about, uh, what makes you tick and what's something that most people don't know about you.
So, yeah, like you said already, my name is Alex. So Alex is short for Alexander. Everybody calls me Alex or Alexander the Great, whatever works for anyone. And I work with Stewart Title. There's a national title company. Before the title company, I used to work with Miami Association of Realtors. I used to be a trainer for the association for about 6 or 7 years. And right before that, I also used to train Comcast, all over the United States. So I was like a corporate bilingual trainer for Comcast for about 6 years as well. So my life has been like, training all over the place. One of the things that most people don't know about me is that I speak Spanish. It's my primary language. And I learn English watching news and cartoons and reading only in English, and nobody was able to talk to me in Spanish in the house. No, my sisters, my dad, nobody wanted to talk to me in Spanish. So they made me learn English like the hard way, like probably like 10 years ago.
Oh, wonderful. Great.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
and where are you originally from?
So born and raised in Panama. That's another thing. Like whenever they hear me speaking Spanish, they say, "Oh my God, are you from Dominican Republic? Are you from DR?" I'm like, "No, I'm from Panama, born and raised." So yeah. So most people
Beautiful
also think that I'm
country.
from DR.
Great, great, great. Um, well, that's a great introduction, Alex. And so you speak Spanish, you're from Panama. Um, and what made you go into the title business?
So, I was working at the association and I had a couple of calls from different people like Alex, come work with us, and Alex, come work here and do this. Because I used to do training for all of the brokerage. So I would go like 1 month and do a training here and there in Miami, South Florida, everywhere in South Florida, Broward, Palm Beach, Jupiter, everywhere. I'll do training. And whenever they see me training, they'll say, Alex, can you come work with us? And I'm like, well, I work at the board, I'm okay, blah, blah, blah. After 2 or 3 years from somebody from Story Title just calling me and telling me, hey, you should come, blah, 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 I finally decided, you know what, it's time for me to learn something different about the business, something that I wasn't familiar with. So for me, it was really like oh, should I do it? It was like a challenge at that moment because I didn't know anything about title. So for me, it was something totally different. And most people don't realize that real estate has so many sides, that you think that a realtor knows everything, and it's not really the case. You have title, you have the lender, you have the realtor, you have, service, you have so many other positions inside of a real estate.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just amazing to be part of title, and hopefully in the future, I'll get to learn something different and something new.
Oh, that's great. That's great. So, and what do you find is your greatest challenge doing
My
title?
greatest challenge is so title, title is really more than title. It's really like selling the products, selling the title company. And I'm a trainer. I'm an instructor for real estate. So my challenge here really is asking for the business. So after I help, with the training, and I help develop the real estate agent, and I do the coaching, at the end, I'm supposed to say like, hey, whatever contract you have, send it our way. And that part for me is challenging because I feel that I'm selling something, you know what I mean?
It's hard.
So yeah, it's hard. It's hard. And some people just tell me like, Alex, the only thing you have to say is ask for the business. That's it. You already did everything. And that's the challenging part for me.
Well, you're giving value. So
Right,
it
right, right.
shouldn't be
So
that hard.
It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. So I'm taking myself there. Hopefully, it's not going to be a challenge in the near future.
Mm-hmm. That's great. And well, and tell us, what do you like about Miami? What is, that you like most about Miami?
So what I love about Miami is that, for me that I was born and raised in Panama, it feels like home. For those people that don't know, Panama has like water everywhere. So for us down there, we have the Pacific and the Atlantic like within an hour, right? So down here in Miami, we have the Mexico, the Gulf of Mexico in one side, and we have the Atlantic in the other side. So we have water everywhere, really. We are a peninsula, right? So I really like that vibe, that beach vibe, and you can also do a lot of things in Miami. You can go biking, you can go roller skating, you can do canoeing, kayaking, parasailing, jet skiing, all these adventures that you can do. And most people don't know that from Miami you could take planes for like $50 and $60 to Puerto Rico, Guatemala, Panama is like $150. So it's super close to home for me as well. It's a 2-hour trip to Panama. So I really love that about Miami. And the food,
Mm.
oh, let's not even talk about the food.
Finds
But we have so many
from all
cultures
parts of the world. Yeah.
all over
Yeah.
the world,
Very
so it's a
multicultural.
very diverse, right, very diverse culture here in South Florida. And I think people appreciate that. People appreciate that they could have Cuban one day, Cuban food, and they could have Puerto Rican food the other day, and Dominican food the other day, and Colombian food the following day, and Peruvian food the following day. So it's just like an explosion of flavors every time you go to a different restaurant down here.
Yeah, yeah, that's so true. That's so true. I love it too. So anyway, well, anything else that I mean, how do people contact you if they have any need for title search or title insurance or anything that has to do with a transaction to close?
So if people want to contact me, they could definitely give me a call at 305-399-2098. They could always call me, text me, or you can look me up on Instagram as Alex the Title Guy. I'm also on Instagram and on Facebook as Alex the Title Guy. Yeah, and just contact me. And it doesn't have to be transactional. It doesn't have to be only about title. It could be about growing your business. It could be about how to find potential listings, how to find potential buyers. I could help everyone go ahead and do that to grow their business, to be successful at what we are doing. A lot of people don't realize that in this business, there's a lot of money for everyone. There is a lot
That's
of
so
money for
true.
everyone.
Yeah. Well, Alex, thank you so much for sharing this moment with the space with us. And hopefully people will be contacting you for questions, being with title or with growing their business. So thank you so much
Thank
for
you
your
so
time.
much, Carla. Thank you, everyone. Ciao.
Yeah,
Bye.
bye-bye. Carla Olivares again, 754-777-3988. Look forward to working with you. Have a great day. Bye.